You're watching Worldwide Good News, the online hub of positivity. This is Crila with fashion and business. The year 2010, although it is still fresh, I think we will all at some point agree that it will be dubbed the year that the fashion industry embraced curves. This is a big deal because fashion is based on exclusivity. It means that there are a very limited amount of cliques that you can belong to. You can be very fashion-y for one clique and not fashion-y enough for the other clique, or, criticized as too commercial or too edgy or too avant-garde, etc. So there are many layers of fashionability. But the one thing that fashion has finally agreed on is that it is ready for a change. It is ready to embrace a different perception of what beauty means. And this is a very exciting thing. We have finally embraced the curvy girl, the plus-size model, something that has never been deemed as high fashion before. There is this girl out there. She was a regular model in her earlier years, but she actually was starving herself for many years and had a lot of health issues. At one point she decided, well, this is not for me. She started to eat and she started to be herself. What happened was she was embraced by the fashion industry. Her name is Crystal Ren. You must have heard of her. And if you haven't, I do suggest very highly that you look her up. She has even written a book called Hungry. So this Crystal Ren girl is at the forefront of this unbelievable trend. Now, what's even more interesting is that even high fashion Bibles, industry giants such as Italian Vogue have devoted entire issues to the curvy girl and to the plus size model. You can see them on the covers, on editorials. This is definitely a new development in the fashion world. Now, it's funny to describe a body type as being on point and on trend. Whatever happens in fashion, whatever happens in trends, whatever people embrace, sometimes becomes the norm. For example, the colors on your wall, the car you drive, all those things are deemed by certain trends that trickle down into the mainstream. We're not aware that we're participating in a trend, but we often most likely are. So this particular trend is an important one because it deals with something that is much deeper than surfaces. Self-esteem issues are very deep and very profound. Now that those issues are being reevaluated, I think that this is an important historical time. The fashion world has declared that it's time to embrace different body types, different people. We are not our ages, we are not our bodies, we are not our skins, we are not our sizes, we are who we are who we choose to be. So if fashion can change, we can change. And if fashion can embrace diversity, we can embrace diversity. So on that note, I wish you a beautiful week. We'll see you next week on Worldwide Good News.